Welcome back. About 5 minutes to the top of the hour. New numbers out this morning show just how dangerous and deadly the fentanyl crisis has become, especially for teenagers. According to the CDC, teen fentanyl deaths are skyrocketing. Last year, 884 deaths were reported, up by more than 600 deaths in 2019. And according to the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, alcohol is the most widely used substance among teenagers. 7 million people between 12 to 20 years old reported drinking alcohol in 2019. There's also cannabis use that's gone way up. But something that could help parents right now, Lori Dew, a national recovery advocate and the chief brand officer for the Recovery, Education, and Applied Learning, or REAL platform, does focus on educating parents so they can prevent some of these tragedies in their own home. What does the REAL do? How does it treat or how does it help teenagers with addiction?
Adrienne, thanks so much for having me on this morning. And so often the focus when we're talking about substance use disorder is on the young person themselves. And oftentimes the parents get forgotten about. And addiction is a family disease, and it needs to be treated as such. Every member of the family needs help, especially the parents who are often confused and angry and they don't know what to do next. So we created this platform just for them, to educate them and support them. And we feel great about our platform because it's evidence-based. We worked with a team of 14 of the country's top doctors to create resources for parents so that they can learn more of the facts about addiction and what it is, so they can better arm themselves and then have a more productive interaction with their child.
So what are some of the tools? I know we don't want to give everything away, and we couldn't possibly in this 3-minute interview, but what is something that those watching at home might learn from your platform?
Sure. Well, we have 4 main components. First, we have an educational part of the platform where parents can literally take lessons. It's part of our curriculum. Then we have, almost like a cable news channel, we have 15 hours of live programming on our website every week. I host a couple of these events, so do some of our addiction experts. And it's a way for parents to literally watch and ask questions of some of the country's top addiction doctors. Then we have a community chat room for parents where they can interact with each other, because we know that connection and community are 2 of the most important things for parents. And then finally, we have a massive library of resources that parents can just put in any topic they want, whether it's prevention or how to find a treatment center or legal issues or anything like that. They can just put it in our database and they'll get as many articles as they can read.
It's amazing because I think a lot of parents are just wishing they had a manual for all of this. But are there telltale signs that a parent should look for if they notice something off about their kid that would flag them to an addiction?
Yes, and I'm so glad you asked that, because a lot of times parents don't want to see what they're seeing, and they may be in denial about changes they're seeing. But I would tell parents, if you see any changes in appearance or demeanor or behavior, then that may be the sign of a problem. And I actually just wrote a few of these things down for parents to know. Does your child look disheveled? Have they stopped showering or bathing? Have they lost or gained a significant amount of weight? Are their pupils dilated? Do they no longer spend time with their old friends? Have they lost interest in sporting activities or anything that has brought them joy? Does your child isolate as soon as they get home from school? Do they close the door and not communicate and not come down for dinner? Isolation is one of the biggest signs. And then perhaps the most obvious is when they're at school, you might go in their room, you might look around, you might see bottles of alcohol or drug paraphernalia.
Yeah, I mean, those were going to be the big red flags. Lori, thank you so much. I know the REAL is going to help a lot of people, and we're so grateful that you started that.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.